Okay, I think we're ready to get started. Good morning, everyone. Go ahead and come to child's pose on your mat.
Is it just me or is Crystal froze for everybody?
Oh. Okay, can you guys hear and see me now? Can you hear and see me now?
Yes.
Yes. Great. Okay, so I'm on my phone now, so give me just 1 second. Mute all, mute all. Okay, recording. All right. We're going to quit this one and we're going to rely just on this one. Okay, let's try that again. Please come to child's pose. Take a big breath in and out. Take a big breath in and out. And 3 more, just like that. So as you connect to the ground, feel your shins on the ground. Feel your forehead on the ground. And feel yourself supported by the ground. Press up into tabletop position. And back to downward facing dog. If you're like me and you just woke up in the past hour, this should feel pretty good. Start to stretch it out. Nice. Take a big breath in and out. Take a big breath in and out. Walk your hands to your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Reach your hands up to the sky, look up. Bring your hands to your heart. Wherever you are for a moment, even if you're watching this later on a recording, you can do this as well. You can connect back to the energy that you're receiving through your device here, different and limited as it may be. Go ahead and face your device. Bring your hands to your heart. We're going to send out a big, loud Om for ourselves, for our families, for our communities, and for the world. Take a breath in and out. Inhale. Om. From the back of your mat, inhale, reach your hands up, and exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Walk your hands to the front of your mat in high plank. Exhale, hold here in high plank. Take an inhale in high plank. Drop your knees. Exhale, low plank or all the way to your belly. Take an inhale in cobra. Tuck your toes under. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths in downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more, breathe in. On the exhale, walk to the front of your mat. On your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Reach up, look up, breath in. Hands to heart, breath out. Keep moving, sun salutation A. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back to high plank, exhale. Drop your knees or not. Halfway down or to your belly. Cobra pose or a gentle upward facing dog. Downward facing dog is the exhale. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Front of mat on the exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Reach your hands to the sky, inhale. Bring your hands to your heart, exhale. Take 3 more sun salutations on your own. If you're unsure of the movements, just know that if you're moving your body with your breath, you're doing it perfectly. So if you get lost in any of the movements, connect to your breath. Your breath is your boss. Right now, everything that's happening in the world, if we could all stop and breathe and om together, so we'll send that energy to ourselves, to our families, to our communities as we breathe here together in this ancient health and life-giving practice. We'll open our hearts and our minds to healing energy for ourselves, to grounding energy for ourselves. Set everything else aside as you move this morning. Just your breath, your heart open, and your body grounded. Your breath, your heart open, and your body grounded. Good. Beautiful. Front of mat with your hands at your heart when you finish. So we're meeting front of mat, hands at heart. Okay, chair pose. Everybody's favorite, chair pose. In chair pose, take one hand to your low back and one hand to your belly. So I'll come up a little closer to the camera. Yeah, and let your tailbone feel like it's descending down, and let your belly feel like it's slightly lifting up. So a strong back and a soft front is something we need every day, and we definitely need it now. So this idea that we have a strong back, we have an open, soft heart, we have a strong core. Find that in your body right now, and then lift your hands up. Good. When you feel like you're losing that, you can just take your hands right back. Low back descends down, belly lifts up and in, heart is open. Hands to the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale in chair pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Step back to high plank. Drop your knees down. Lower halfway or to your belly. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot behind your right thumb. And really great helper to do that is to grab the back of your right calf with your right hand and help it walk up. Drop your left heel down. Rise up, warrior one. Nice. Take 3 more breaths here. So in warrior one, your feet are like railroad tracks. Your hips are mostly forward. Stack your front knee over your front ankle. Reach up through your fingertips and reach down through your feet. Last inhale, look up, receive energy. Receive energy, receive compassion, and then give it right back out. Inhale, hands to your mat on your exhale. Step back, high plank. Option to take the vinyasa or push back to down dog. That's always an option. Left foot forward, right behind left thumb, right heel down. Reach up, warrior one, left side. Three breaths to get your body in the pose. Good. Reach through your fingertips. You're doing great. Eyes forward as much as possible. Now the last 2 breaths, get as strong in the pose as you can. Through your fingertips, receive energy from the heavens. Receive it. And then give it right back out. Open up through the heart, open up through the energy channels, and ground through the feet. Inhale. High plank on your exhale. Take the high plank to low plank, or go right back to down dog. Breath in, down dog, breath out. Breath in, down dog, breath out. Breathe in, front of mat, halfway lift, forward fold. Chair pose, forward fold. We're speeding up. Slow it down if that's what's right for your body. Halfway lift, back to high plank. Low plank, breathe in, breathe out, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot down. Breathe up, warrior one. Breathe out, warrior one. Breathe in, warrior one. Breathe out, high plank. Low plank. You can skip this part if it's right for you this morning. Upward facing or cobra. Downward facing. Left foot forward. Right heel down. It might scoot up a little bit. Rise up, warrior one. Inhale, warrior one. Looking good, y'all. Exhale, hold. Inhale here. High plank, exhale. Low plank or right back to downward facing dog. We do not force through this practice. We receive and allow. Downward facing dog. If you find yourself forcing through the practice, stop, take a break, ground, and come back to the practice. Receive and surrender through an open heart, ground through the feet for compassion. Inhale, front of mat on your exhale. One more, sun salutation B. Halfway lift, inhale. Good, forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Halfway lift, inhale. High plank, exhale. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left heel down. Inhale, warrior one, just one breath. Exhale, high or right back to down dog. Inhale up, exhale down. Left foot forward, rise up, warrior one. Right back down. Low plank, upward facing, downward facing. Drop to your shins, and then set up for hero's pose. If you need a little support under your knees, so I'm in hero's pose now. If you need a little support under your knees for hero's pose, you could use a towel from home, or you could use a block, and it could go right underneath your bum, in between your legs. So if there's too much tension in your knees, sit up underneath your heels on a block or a towel. Hands on the thighs, face down. Good. Move your ears back in space. Yep. And if you took a little water drinking or sweat wiping break here, that's awesome. Finish that up, and hands down on the thighs, upper thighs for grounding. So the hands actually touch the thighs for grounding. Feel the thighs, feel the shins on your mat. And then right here and now, feel your heart open. One of my favorite thought leaders, Hema Chodron, she talks about how when things get hard, the first thing we want to do is close off our heart. That's what we want to do. We want to protect, feel safe. What yoga asks us to do is to open our hearts and stand firm and strong in our values and convictions and beliefs. So right here, right now, open heart, strong back, strong foundation, grounded, strong core. The earth is supporting you, this group is supporting you. In this moment, open through your heart. Press yourself up so that your hips stack over your knees. Bring your hands, I'll show you from the back. Bring your hands to your fingers to face up on the small of your back. So it's a little bit different. You're probably used to doing camel pose with fingertips down. We're stretching out the wrist from all those planks here. Keep your hips stacked over your knees and keep your heart opening. Lift your sternum up and pull your ears back in space. Take 2 more breaths here. Good. You don't need to drop back or go back. Focus more on the breath in the sternum, opening through the wrist and letting the heads of the arm bones move back in space from a strong back, a strong core, and an open heart. Good. Now flip your palms, fingertips down, a more classic setup for camel pose. Without going into full camel, if you have a towel or you have a block, and if you don't, you're welcome to grab something nearby. You're gonna take the towel or take the block right in between your inner thighs. So anything that you have nearby, if you don't, you can just pretend or imagine that you have something in between your thighs. Now squeeze that towel, block, or imaginary object between your thighs. Bring your hands back to your back. Squeeze the object. Squeeze the inner thighs. Press your hips forward. Keep your hands on your low back and take your vision up. Take 5 breaths. Press down through the feet. The toes can be tucked under or not. Squeeze your inner thighs. Keep lifting up through your heart. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Good. Soften your jaw. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Good. Hero's pose. Hands on your thighs, ground. Soften or close your eyes. So a practice right now for your heart and for your strong foundation. Start off in your mind. Think of 3 things you're grateful for. Allow me to prompt you to cue you. So I'll say something, you'll answer in your mind, or you're also welcome to answer aloud into the space of your room. The first thing I'm grateful for today is. The second thing I'm grateful for today is. The third thing I'm grateful for today is. Bring your hands together and rub them. Create some heat. If you're like me, take your glasses off and wash your warm hands over your face. Good. Bring your hands back to your upper thighs. Allow me to prompt you again. Bring to mind 3 things that you're committed to today. 3 things that you're committed to today. Say them into your space or say them in your mind. The first thing I'm committed to today is. The second thing I'm committed to today is. And the third thing I'm committed to today is. Our gratitude today represents our heart. Our commitment represents our strong, grounded foundation. Bring your hands to your heart. And breathe in the gratitude. And breathe out into the world your commitments. Stand up to the front of your mat. Pick up your right knee with your right hand. And then open it up into tree pose. Bring your hands to your heart. Soften your jaw. Lift your heart up. So even here, standing on one foot, can you open your heart? Press down through your standing foot. If you fall out of the pose, come right back in. Drop your right foot down. Wiggle your knees out. Pick up your left knee with your left hand. Bring your left foot to the inside of your right leg. Tap it down on the ground or lift it up a little higher. Lift your heart up, press down through the ground. Commitment and gratitude, an open, serving, giving heart today. A clear, grounded mind. Good. Drop your left foot down. Inhale, reach your hands up. Take your right arm under your left. Swing under like ropes, or give yourself a hug. Sit back into chair. Pick up your right foot and cross it over your left. Left toes can stack or can touch down on the ground as a little tripod, or they can float. Compensating for camel pose here. So in camel pose, we had everything open and arching and extending back, and here we're starting to compensate. We're wrapping in and hugging in. So an open heart also needs to be supported by a strong back, grounded and clear in commitment. Open up like a star pose. Maybe shake your booty a little bit this morning. And then eagle pose, other side. Left arm under or hug. Sit back. Left leg up and over. Tap the left toes on the ground or float your left toes in the air. Squeeze your inner thighs and squeeze your arms. Lift your belly up and in. Star pose. Reach up through your fingertips, receive energy, compassion, and send it right back out. Press down through your feet. Front of mat, hands at your heart. Pick up your right knee. Kick it to the back of your mat. Keep it floated in the air. Reach your hands toward the front of your mat. Look down at the ground for grounding. And then even here, you might notice the tendency, because this is a challenging pose, to kind of hug in and round in. Lift up. Expose your heart. Yeah, and then if you fall out, you get adventure points. You're here for 3, 2, 1. Tap your back foot down, come up crescent pose. Take an inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Step your right foot forward. Pick up your left knee, inhale. Reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, kick your left leg back. Lift up through your heart space and lift your hands forward. Press back through your left heel in space. Press down through your right foot on your mat. You're here, 3, 2, 1. Crescent, inhale, crescent pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, give yourself a round of applause. Nice. Come down to your back. If you have a block or if you have a rolled up towel, you might want it. I'm going to switch the view of my mat now so you can see me side by side again. So we've already done some back bending with camel. So for this back bend, I'll offer you a supported bridge. And if you know you need to generate a little bit more energy today and you wanted to take a traditional bridge, or if your body feels warmed up enough and you wanted to take a wheel, you can do that. My intention though, for offering a supported bridge is we already took camel, right, for several breaths, and that's a pretty energetic pose. So the plan now is to start to take it back down, and you have options. If you know that you need to generate a little bit more energy, take a more vigorous back bend. Otherwise, join me in a supported bridge with a block, a pillow, a book, or a rolled up towel underneath the small of your back. Let your arms soften down at your sides. Press back through your skull and let your belly rest. Let your ribs and your heart open gently. Feel your feet on your mat. Your back is strong, rooted down in your commitments. Your heart is open, calling what you're grateful for, receiving and giving back out energy and compassion. Take 10 more breaths here. If your mind is wandering, as you inhale, you'll say inhale to yourself. As you exhale, you'll say exhale to yourself. A simple tool to help your mind focus. Nice. 5 more breaths. Two more breaths. Breath is a breath in cycle and a breath out. One more inhale. One more exhale. If you have a block or towel or anything under your back, move it off to the side and bring your hands under the small of your back. Take your legs up to the sky. This is your last focused energy move today, and we're going to keep it pretty light. Stretch your legs straight up to the sky. Flex your toes towards your face. On the count of 10, slowly lower your right leg to the ground. 9, 8, 7. Keep reaching through your left toes to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Count of 10, bring your right leg back up. 9, 8, 7. Press through both feet like you're pressing them on the ground. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg down. 10, 9, 8. Press through your feet like you're pressing on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up off your hands, wrap your knees. So wrap your arms around your knees and hug them into your chest. Rock side to side. Hug your right knee into your chest. Press your left foot down on the ground. This is a compensation for the camel and the back bend. So you can feel where your hip flexor, it was open and now it's just getting a little bit of contraction. Switch sides, left knee in, right foot on the ground. So option here, you could stay right on your back and take a reclined half pigeon. So right ankle stacks above left knee, and then you reach around. Or you could lift up into seated and come into a traditional half pigeon. So with the right knee forward and the left leg back, a block or a towel underneath your head. Pick the variation that feels best in your body this morning. Take 10 breaths on the right side. So an inhale, a pause, and an exhale is a breath. An inhale, a pause, and an exhale is a breath. So 9 more of those, and then switch sides. Start to finish up and switch sides if you haven't already. 10 breaths on the other side. Make your way to seated with your legs extended forward. Take your hands right beside your hips and press them down toward the ground. If your palms don't press all the way on the ground, that is A-okay. Press down through the fingertips, the finger pads. So right here, this same idea, strong through the foundation of the physical body, pressing down on the earth with your heels, with your thighs, the backs of your legs, your fingertips, and then open through your heart. So you're grounded, strong in your commitments, your convictions, your values, your beliefs, and your heart is open. If you're like me, this time period right now, maybe opening up fears and judgments and resentments that you've worked through before. You feel like you've worked through, maybe you feel like you had some breakthroughs and now you're getting another opportunity to work on some of those same things again. That's normal. This is a process. We're practicing. We're practicing on our mat and off our mat, strong in our commitments, clear in our commitments, grounded to the earth, and our heart open to receive and give. Start to walk your hands towards your feet. Rest your hands on your shins or reach for the sides of your feet. We do not force, we surrender. There's no one checking to see if you can touch your toes. This isn't the president's challenge. You guys remember that? Where you had to see how far you could reach your hands. This is not that. This pose is a surrendering. This is a nice compensation for your back bends. Come back up to seated. Bring your right heel in. Extend through your left leg. You can keep your left leg coming forward, or if it feels nice, you can take it out a little bit more, like a short, wide leg fold. So two options here. If you know you need a little bit more in the hamstring, keep the left leg forward and hinged out. If you know you need a little bit more in the inner thigh, open the left leg out to the side, and you'll hinge over to the side. Take 5 breaths. After your 5th breath, switch sides. You might be noticing, or maybe you've already noticed, shift in energy by starting your day with a practice that's meditative and contemplative, that's also powerful and energetic. Push back up to seated. Bring the soles of your feet into touch for Baddha Konasana. So your legs make a diamond shape, and then rest your hands down on your knees. Feel your hands grounded on your knees, and feel your bum grounded on the earth. Lift up through your heart. So same thing here, you're strong in your foundation, grounded and open. Today, as you move through your day, ask yourself, am I grounded and open? Am I strong and clear, walking my commitments, being a model for my values and beliefs, and keeping my heart open? Extend your legs forward one more time. See if there's a little bit more space there from when we did this pose just a few minutes ago. And then come onto your back and lift your legs up into the sky for waterfall. Or if there's another inversion that is correct and safe for your body this morning, a shoulder stand or a headstand, take that. Feel your back, your skull, your arms, your hands supported on the ground, and your feet soft. You might even circle your feet around from side to side, stretch out through your ankles, flex and point your toes, stretch out through the tops and bottoms of your feet. Then bring your knees into your chest, drop them over to the right. Take your left hand out to the side and look out to the left. You might take your right hand and just gently give yourself a little adjustment here by pressing down with your right hand. And then knees back up. Knees drop over to the left. Left hand here again can just gently press down. Right hand reaches out like a T. Look out to the right. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a happy baby as your final movement here for this practice today. And then set up for Shavasana. So practicing from home, you have, it might not seem like you have props, but you actually have a lot more things at home. Yeah, I see some of you like putting on your sweaters, and you have pillows, and you have blankets. Yeah, see, we don't normally have all these accoutrements in the studio, your own personal things. So take a minute and get the things that you want to get comfortable, and then set up for Shavasana. Open heart, strong back. Grounded. Follow the breaths. Set thoughts aside. The only place you need to be right now is right here. Feel your back strong, grounded, and feel your heart and your chest open. Your heart open. It's not just for you and others, it's also open to receive. Open to give and open to receive. Take one more big breath in here on your back. And then open your mouth. Good. Start to make your way to one side. And then slowly push yourself up to seated.
Okay, y'all, I just unmuted me.